maybe you just have to press it hard. I don't know, I'm a bit confused. Okay, so welcome back to these video diaries from the University of Manchester. My name is Niall Robinson and I'm taking you through a few of the things I'm doing in the field on this project in Colorado. Unfortunately, Mike the cameraman and fellow scientist has gone home, so you're going to have to just enjoy my disembodied voice instead. So here we are back at the flux site. So just to recap on what I told you last time about the flux site, the idea is that by measuring the wind, the direction of the wind very accurately with this instrument just here, and then combining it with other measurements. So in this case we're sampling through this little funnel you can see there and down this tube into an instrument in the box down here. So the idea is that by combining those two measurements we can figure out what the forest is emitting into the atmosphere and what's being deposited from above the forest and from the free troposphere above and landing in the forest. So today we're going to do, I just want to take this chance to show you one little experiment that I'm going to do to calibrate this setup. So the idea with the calibration is that we can effectively set the instrument so we know it's recording the right values. So what I'm going to do is a little experiment using these. So I hope you're curious. The idea is that if we fill a balloon up with smoke from a cigarette and then pop it, we can use this as an instantaneous release of particles, and then we can figure out how long it takes for particles to be sucked all the way down this tube to this instrument, which is in this box, and that in turn then means that we can combine the particle measurements with the wind measurements. The idea is, I should say as well, that this wind direction measurement, so this is a sonic anemometer. So an anemometer is just something that measures wind, and a sonic anemometer is something that does this by using the speed of sound. So the idea is that a bit of sound is kind of made by each one of these little nodules here, and then it's picked up by another one here. And if there's wind blowing in between the two, then the amount of time it takes for the sound to get from one nodule to the other nodule changes. So the idea is by popping the balloon, that the sound from the balloon, the pressure wave from the balloon, is picked up by the sonic, and then we can kind of compare that to when the particles are measured by the particle measurement down here. So this beeping you can hear isn't actually the sound made by the sonic for measuring the wind. That's far too high. I think it's too high. It's either too high or too low for us to hear. That's what's called euphemistically a confidence tone, because it's meant to give you confidence the sonic's working. I prefer to think of it more of a rage tone. Okay, so I'm going to go and get one of my less health-minded colleagues to fill this balloon up with smoke. Okay, so I've got myself a smoky balloon, seemingly without starting a forest fire, which is an added bonus. Okay.